The interesting thing about this fourth Rise of the Rest tour, it is sort of the eastern seaboard, what some people call sort of the Rust Belt, and there are companies in places like Baltimore and Philadelphia that were iconic companies 50 years ago, 100 years ago, and then in some cases lost their way. Now there's a new generation of companies that are really emerging in new sectors, and I think you'll see that all across these different cities. We also are looking forward to being in Manchester. New Hampshire is getting a lot of attention now because there's a presidential race. We want to make sure as people are there talking about the future of the country, they recognize the important role entrepreneurs play and startups play in the future of countries. We want to shift that dialogue a little bit and have startups and entrepreneurs and innovation front and center in this presidential campaign. So there's a lot of things we're trying to accomplish this week. It's mostly about understanding what entrepreneurs in specific cities are doing and try to understand which are the promising startups of the future and hopefully help them attract more attention, more capital to kind of take their companies to the next level. But we also are hoping to send a message all across the country that this country was built based on great entrepreneurs building great companies, first in the agricultural sector, then the industrial sector, more recently the technology sector. And if we're going to be a great nation in the future, we need to continue to innovate. We need to continue to embrace our entrepreneurs and celebrate our entrepreneurs, particularly in these Rise of the Rest regions. And so far, we've visited 14 cities, been inspired by what's happening with entrepreneurs there, and so we're firing up the bus again. We're driving to Baltimore right now, and then Philadelphia, then Buffalo, then Manchester, then Portland. So we're kind of making a move from where our headquarters at Revolution in Washington, D.C., kind of up that, the eastern seaboard. So it should be fun, and I'm sure we'll find hundreds of great entrepreneurs building great companies, and our goal obviously is to shine a spotlight on them, tell their stories. Hopefully people around the country, not just media but also investors, will start paying attention to the great companies being built in these Rise of the Rest cities. So part of the reason we're doing a lot of things with social media, Twitter and Instagram and Periscope, other things, is try to tell the story of each of these communities all around the country, indeed all around the world. So we hope people pay attention this weekend, are following along as we go from Baltimore to Philadelphia to Buffalo to Manchester and to Portland, partly to learn about these entrepreneurial stories, but also maybe take away from some of the lessons of watching what's happening. Maybe that can apply to your startup, or maybe that can apply to your community. If we're going to remain the most innovative entrepreneurial nation, we all need to do a little bit more to lift up the next generation of entrepreneurs. We're doing it this week on this bus with Rise of the Rest in these 5 cities, but everybody can be, we think, kind of take things to the next level. So we hope people will pay attention. We hope people will engage. We hope people will retweet and like and do whatever they can to create some sense of momentum around the Rise of the Rest. But it's not just about what we do this week. It's what everybody does this week and the weeks and months and years to follow in their startup communities to try to take them to the next level.
Want more secrets from inside the minds of entrepreneurs and innovators around the world? Subscribe to our YouTube channel here and click the link below. We'll send you our best interviews and strategies for growing your business.